I want to reach out to the Muslim members of our department to say thank you for all you do to protect and serve the great city of New York.
Being a Muslim American means to me that I'm a part of this land.
Being a Muslim in uniform, I stand for dignity, respect, honor for all.
I decided to join NYPD because I wanted to show the positive background of Islam.
I was in the National Guard when 9/11 took place, and I was activated and I was at ground zero.
Policing is not something that you choose necessarily. You know, it's something that's in you.
I came from Egypt, 1996, hoping to build my future here and to raise a family like everyone else.
My daughter was subjected to anti-Muslim rhetoric. She told me, "Dad, how's that people call me a terrorist and you're a police officer protecting everyone?"
I think my faith probably helps me more to be a better police officer.
My religion shows me to be kind, be humble, always look out for your neighbor, your elderly.
There's even a verse in Quran that says, you know, you save one life, it's like saving a whole humanity. This is what we believe in.
It is a great honor. You know, he's a very friendly police commissioner in New York City. As you approach him, invite him in Jamaica Muslim Center. He gladly invite our request, and he came immediately to Jamaica Muslim Center. On behalf of the Jamaica Muslim Center, thank you, Commissioner, for your friendship and generosity to Jamaica Muslim Center. Without further ado, I'd like to request our 107 Precinct Commanding Officer, Henry, a few words. Please.
Thank you very much for the invitation to be here with the Police Commissioner. Really appreciate the support we get. And there's one thing I learned a long time ago, never keep your boss waiting, and he's waiting to speak, so I'll just say thank you very much.
And sisters, further due, as you see in my left, Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Billah is here. Our ex-chairman is here, Mahmoud Rahmat Kuhin. All other former executive members, former presidents, general secretaries, many, and pioneer members are here. Thank you very much for your time to stay with us to listen from our great commissioner. Brother, sister, I'd like to request our president, Brother Mizan Hassan, say a few words, and he will introduce our commissioner to you. Brother Mizan Hassan.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good afternoon. Brothers and sisters, you know, the gist of the khutbah in the sermon was safety and security. You know, the person standing right on my right side, our commissioner, is the person who's providing us safety and security. So, Jamaica Muslim Center, on behalf of the Muslim community, welcome you here today, sir. Thank you for coming here and joining us, as your predecessors did. Both of your commissioners were here, and the mayor also was here in Jamaica Muslim Center. It is a great blessing that we have the top-level officials visiting Jamaica Muslim Center. One thing I would like to tell our commissioner, that, sir, the Muslim community living in New York is with you, with our whole heart and support. The crimes, the terrorism, whatever happens in New York City, Muslim community is always with you, on your right side. We will protect the community of New York City, and we will help you on whatever we can, sir. So you can depend on the Muslim community in New York City. For that delay, I would request the commissioner to speak before you all. Thank you very much.
Assalamu alaikum. Hey, good afternoon. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yes.
All right. Good afternoon. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with you today. I'm truly honored to be here to discuss something that is deeply important to all of us. And that's the safety of our great city. The safety of everyone who lives here. No sound? I got a big mouth. How's that? Is that better? We're good now? I'm not going to start over, if that's okay. I first began to appreciate what New York City meant to people way back a long time ago, 35 years ago, almost 35 years ago. I've been a cop for, it'll be 35 years in January. My first assignment was patrolling the subways up and down the city. And I remember distinctly, I was a brand new cop, 25 years old, never did this job before in my life. And we used to do train patrol from 168th Street, I don't know if you know Manhattan, Broadway, out to Brooklyn, J Street in Brooklyn. We do that 3 times a night. And you had the train all by yourself. And there was 10 cars, and you were only allowed to stay in a car for 3 stops at a time. And as I was doing my train patrol, every time I stepped into a new subway car, I could see the look on people's faces, that sign of relief, that maybe that they'd be okay. This was 1983. It was a far different city back in 1983 than it is in 2017. So I knew right then and there that I had made the right decision to become a police officer. I had the opportunity to give people a sense of safety and security, even if it was only for a couple of minutes back then. But we've progressed a long way. That assignment really gave me a great opportunity to meet a wide cross-section of the people who make up our great city. Many of them, most really, came from cultures and ethnic backgrounds that were far different from the Irish-American upbringing I had in East Flatbush and Brooklyn. But despite our differences, I knew that everybody wanted what I wanted. I wanted to live in peace, take care of my family, lead a happy and productive life. That's one thing you see as a police officer. And I'm not going to say all 36,000 cops. We have 36,000 police officers in this great city. But I know the great majority of them took this job to make a difference and to do good. And they do. They make a huge difference. And you know, sometimes we didn't take the job for any sense of appreciation. We didn't take this job, certainly didn't take it for the money. We took it because we wanted to make life better for people all across this city. And I think we do. If you've been here in the city for a while, especially in the 90s, when there were 2,200 homicides a year, last year there were 335. And this year, as of this morning, we were 47 below last year. And that doesn't happen by accident. And to be a cop, it's a difficult job. And I tell the police officers all the time that we have great jobs. Our families probably have more difficult jobs. They have to say goodbye to us every day, and hopefully we'll come back to them at the end of our shift. But to be a police officer is a privilege. And to be a police officer has great meaning for just about all of us. And to have the opportunity to come here this afternoon and speak to you as the police commissioner of this wonderful city really warms my heart, and it's a pleasure. It's a true pleasure to be here. And I know, as I rose through the ranks and moved through the department, particularly as a precinct commander, and I had a discussion in the side room before about that, you really have the opportunity to make a difference, not only to your cops, but to the people in the community. And by and large, all across the city, most of the people appreciate what we do. And Scott Henry, Inspector Scott Henry, is the CEO of the 107. He understands what his mission is, and that's to keep people safe. Stand up by my side. That's good. Yeah, so the 107 precinct is going to be a neighborhood policing precinct fairly shortly, in January. And that's a significant change in the way we do business. That means you're going to have the same cops assigned to the same neighborhoods each and every day. And each neighborhood is going to have a neighborhood coordination officer. And the steady cycle cops are going to have about a third of their day. They're not just answering 911 jobs. And that's significant, because now they have the opportunity to create relationships, build relationships, and make those relationships last. Because that's how we keep the city safe. I know my second day on the job, we had a terrorist attack in New York City, the Chelsea bombing. And I came out right away and I said, I know that by my experience, that the Muslims in New York City are a great bunch of people, and they want the same thing that we all want to live in peace. We had that same experience a couple short weeks ago downtown Manhattan. So I vow to you that I know who you are, I know what you represent, and we will do our best to make sure that you are safe. And we do have People like Scott, people like Chief Pereira, they are of like mind, the same as me. We took this job to really to keep people safe. And I know that we'll get through this, but to get through this, we all have to work together. It can't just be the New York City Police Department. It can't just be law enforcement. It can't just be prosecutors. It's got to be all 8.6 million people in this great city. If you see something out there that doesn't look right, if you see something that makes you uncomfortable, I think you have an obligation to come forward and help us. We have an obligation to make you feel comfortable, to make you trust us. And I think we're doing our best to make sure that that's the truth. But if we're going to be safe and continue to make this city safer, we all have to work together, and I know we will. And that's why I'm here today, to tell you that it's my pledge to you that we will keep all New Yorkers safe. And so thank you for being here. I don't have too much more. I just really wanted the opportunity to come out here and say hello. I had an invitation. I don't think I hesitated to come. I came immediately, so really it's an honor to be here, and thank you for your support. And as you go through your day, when you see police officers out there, do me a favor. Can you just thank them? Let them know. Just thank them. Thank you very much. Thanks. Thank you very much. And once again, it's a pleasure to be here. Everybody have a great afternoon. Thank you very much.
ITV, Call of Peace, Save Humanity.